feel the rush, and I'm breathing fast. Past the point of no turning back. In the silence, far beyond the need to ask what it takes to make each time be the last. Only seeing the world in eyes. I am telling the secrets inside. You know it's time to light, sorry of tonight. Now we're feeling the dream come alive. Living out the light. Living out the light. Living out the light. Living out the light.
One, two, and welcome Australia and around the world to the MK and BOSSE show. AUS, how you going out there, people? We have a packed show for you tonight, don't we, BOSSE?
We have a big show tonight. We have Clara Yates, DJ and trance vocalist from Britain, but she resides in Australia at the moment. Going to be interesting to have a chat with her. And DJ Scar is going to pop on later on.
Everything hardstyle, naughty and nice, apparently. So we had a bit of a chat with her last night, actually. And yeah, she's in hotel quarantine, so we'll bounce to her in about half an hour. But on to Little Miss Yates.
Yes. Look, I've been talking to Clara for a few months now, and trying to get her on the show, and it's great to finally have her on. So we'll get her on straight away. Yeah,
why not?
Just let me get to my true. There we go.
These tears at night won't dry.
Hey, how we going?
I'm good. How are you?
We are good. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, that's okay. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. Damien,
What's new? What's new?
what's happened with his mic?
What-
Not much yourself. Yeah. So you're a DJ and trance vocalist. What come first there?
I think the DJing came first, going all the way back till I was 15. Yeah, quite some time ago. I'm not going to disclose my age. But yeah, the DJing came first, and then I moved over to Australia, DJed a bit more, and then yeah, just got into trance. Still DJing, but yeah.
So obviously you've been a singer for quite a while before the DJing day. Like singing something that come along.
I mean, like,
DJing, or?
I mean, I've always loved singing and stuff. Like I always go to karaoke, but I never really sort of took it seriously until, one of my really good friends sort of said, "Hey, look, I'm just doing this track, and would you like to sing on it? It's for trance." I was like, "Oh, do you know what? I actually really like trance." And it's like, whenever you love something, like sometimes you just want to be a part of it. So
Yeah,
I was like,
definitely.
"Yeah,
Right.
sure, why not?" And it did well, and I just carried on, and yeah, here
So
we
what
are.
is it? What is it? About the trance? What about the trance that you love?
Trance.
What is it that does it for you?
Oh, it's just a euphoric feeling. It's just, I mean, that's what trance is really. It just puts you in a state of just
Right. Okay.
So, I think that trance has a lot to do with, like, whenever I hear it, it just puts me back into 1999, 2000, when back in the Ibiza Cream days, all the
Oh,
Balearic
really?
beats, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right.
like a sort of back in time for
It's
me.
a time capsule, isn't it? Just
Yes, and
sends you
it's like
back
a
to
comfort.
yes.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time one of those tracks comes on, it takes you back to a memory back in.
It
Like,
does.
almost you can picture it in your head. Just
Oh,
that
you
exact
feel it.
moment.
You relive it. You relive it. That's what you do. You
Yeah.
relive that moment again, and you get stuck there forever. It's,
Yeah, who doesn't want to relive a moment, hey?
well, a good one. Well, a good one anyway. So, with that trance, how have you seen it evolved from the 99s? Can you tell me what you like about that? Because like Paul Oakenfold, I freaking loved him. Cream and Amnesia, Creamfields and stuff. That was my era of bloody, Lizard and bloody Mario Picotto and just
Yeah.
yeah, I just loved it from there. So what was were you in that sort of little scene and the BBC Radio 1 and all that kind of stuff there, or?
No, not really. I mean, I guess what really done it for me was
Mm.
back in England. I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie. It's called Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I just remember the soundtrack. I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the movie. My dad bought the soundtrack for my brothers and I, because my dad's a huge trance fan as well. That's why he's also very supportive of this. And I just remember, like,
Wow.
seeing just everyone in Ibiza, Cream and Amnesia, all those types of clubs, and Pasha, and I thought that looks like such a good time. And I look at how it's evolved. I mean,
Did you go to all those clubs?
I didn't. I was like,
Oh,
I must have been about 12, 13 back then. So
Wow.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yep.
wow, I know.
Oh,
You win.
what brought you to Australia? Like, obviously, it was all happening over there, and
What brought me to Australia? No surprise. A guy didn't end up. Oh, I know.
Oh, with that
I
good
go-
accent, swept you off your feet.
Set me off my feet, and then until he didn't. So then I just ended up staying, and I
Yeah.
was like, I really like Australia. I'm going to stay. Yeah, so I
so
did.
what age was that?
I came out when I was just shy of 18. So
Oh wow,
oh yeah,
Ooh,
oh yeah,
fresh off the boat.
living
Fresh
the
off-
dream.
yeah.
And you come and straight to Melbourne, or did you start Sydney, or
I would say just straight to Melbourne, and that's it. I've been here
straight to
pretty
home
For
much
you, good for
for
you.
about 15 years already. It's just insane.
You said you weren't going to tell your age.
Pardon?
You said you weren't going to tell your age. I've
Oh.
already done the math. So-
Yeah, I'll just say I'm in my 30s. We'll leave it at that.
Must be.
Very good.
Thanks.
So, were you a bit of a Disney fan growing up? Because like you got a very Disney voice. Like
Oh, do I?
no,
Actually,
no,
yes.
I mean
No, I do.
I'm saying that in a good way. It's like just a memorizing voice. It's It's great.
Yeah, I mean, what kid doesn't like Disney, you know? I mean, you see now that all the kids are into Frozen and they're singing "Let It Go, Let It Go,"
Mhm.
but that was me
Makes sense.
singing Beauty and the Beast and then like Little Mermaid.
I
Yeah,
sing "Let It Go" on occasion. Still,
He tells me to let it go all the time, actually. He's like, "Let it go, Cass, let it
Maybe
go."
oh,
Let's go into some of your tunes. Well, I'd like to talk about your productions. You started on a PlayStation, and you obviously started fluffing around on something. And now where are you at? Because there's lots of producers and stuff in Melbourne, and obviously around the world. Using, I'm a fan of Ableton, so
Yep.
tell us what you're into and this is what I love. I love asking people this. What plugins do you use? How do you get these fat beats? No.
Well, I use Fruity Loops. I know people
Do
probably
you?
shuddering, like, "Oh God, get
Yes.
her off."
Just like
old
this. Yeah.
school.
Wow.
Fruity Loops, but like I said, like back in the days, I used to sort of fluff around with producing and stuff. I don't actually produce now. I mean, I know how the ins and outs of how it all works and things like that. So
Mm,
when it comes to communicating with the producer, like I sometimes like, oh, that's what I want. I don't like that bit. I don't like that bit.
mhm.
But I think that I just sort of moonlight more better, like more as a vocalist. Yeah, and just doing
Yeah,
the
fantastic.
occasional DJing on the side. Yeah, weddings.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
No,
Weddings.
you do
Yes.
weddings as well, yeah?
I do weddings. I love weddings. Yeah.
Do you? Oh, wow.
Yes. Corporate stuff.
I think that's a record for wows from 5 minutes into the show
Wow.
here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
Like Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow.
Do you
Wow.
the whole what are they called when people ask to play a track?
the request.
Request.
Song request.
At a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had it. Actually, I think I did have it once. I was doing a wedding, and I think it was a Lebanese wedding. And some guy just comes up and he goes, "Oh my God, like, are you Clara?" And I was like, yeah, who's asking?" Like, because even though trance is quite big in Melbourne, like, I don't usually expect people to sort of, like, they know the music, but they don't really know the faces behind trance. So, which is fine. But he goes, "Oh, can you just play one of your tunes?" I was like, okay.
Well,
Yeah, why
that
not?
escalated quick.
Yeah.
God. No, that's awesome. So you've worked with a lot of high profile people and
Giuseppe, Darren Porter, some of my favorites. Yeah, to say
Yeah.
the least, for sure.
Amazing
Yep.
guys. Really amazing.
And how was
talent.
that? Did they approach you, or was it?
It's sort of a little bit like they would approach me or I would approach them. I'd like to say that I'm a go-getter because if you don't ask, you don't know.
Definitely.
There's been a couple of producers that I've wanted to work with, but it's always been, "Oh, you're not really my style," which is fine because everyone's got their particular style, and I never ever take it to heart. So if it's a yes and we create something amazing, then hey, win-win. But at least I never just sort of go back and say, "Oh, I should have asked." Like you
Yeah.
never know. It's either going to be a yes or a no.
I
Move
think
on.
you've got a bit of a universal style. Like your zombie cover you done a few months ago was awesome. Like it's one of my all-time favorites.
Thank you.
It was like one of those memory songs.
Yeah.
That is just a completely different Clara there. Like you're up there, you're all banging away, and you're doing your thing. And
Well, I've got a bit of a rock side to me as well. Like I don't usually tell people, but I do love my rock music. Definitely, Guns N' Roses. I do love Cranberries. Yeah.
Yeah, I was always. There's not much music I don't like. Just growing up, I love hard trance, and I love Credence. So
I just love it all. I just love all the music. I just want it all.
yeah,
That's it.
Yes, right. So so one of the last questions was, do you like melodic techno?
You know what? I try to find the good in every beat.
Isn't that the truth? There's a good and bad in everything there is, including Gangman Style. You know what I mean? That's
I don't know. Yeah.
And what did the fox
swung it a
say?
bit. Yeah. Oh, Master Chaos. Oh dear.
Oh.
Deary.
Well,
Good
you do
grief.
weddings, and that's what I do on the side. No, I don't. But,
Yeah. So if I play that song, people will probably throw rubbish at me. So
I would never play any of those.
No.
Oh, but it's like we so Chaos was a big hard trance DJ for his whole career, and
Ooh.
he's grown up, and we've all sort of grown up. This whole melodic techno, trance, whatever you want to call
We're
it.
into the Thomas Schumacher and Cosmic Boys, and even Asus has converted over and playing bloody DT64. They're playing cool shit, like right. So I've played with I've played with Tiesto at bloody Rod Laver Arena. I played with Amin, and I haven't played with Giuseppe. That would be sick. He's amazing, absolutely amazing. So, I've done my trance days, and I suppose this is the next thing, or I suppose evolution of the chaos that's that is my jam. That gets me grooving. So, have you I just love swagger and cool shit and funk and just things that have got that.
Got to love a bit of funk. Like I do. Yes, I do.
Swing
I'm into Head Candy. Head Candy House is pretty good.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool. Dujon, whatever it's Honey Dujon and stuff, and Defected Records and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Dead Mal's good. I'm a massive fan of Dead Mal.
Oh my god, he's one of my favorite. Yes. 100%. And Eric Prydz, he's fucking amazing. They are my two top dudes.
Your housemates join the party in the background there. Just
I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I got them yesterday. They're my little ginger boys, my little ginger brothers. Yeah.
So you've also got a clothing label out, I see.
Oh, it's not really a clothing label. I'll just say it's just Clara Yates merch. If you see a lot of other artists, so if anyone's listening and you want awesome trance merch, Tune Wear. So it's like Tune, like CHOON wear.com, and you can find pretty much all the trance merch on there. Got Haley Reorder, just too many names, but have a browse.
Yeah, wow, excellent. We'll share that on the show notes.
If you want to get yourself a pair of leggings or a t-shirt or a hoodie.
Listen, I'm doing an 8-hour bloody rooftop open to close on this weekend, so maybe I can wear some leggings.
Oh, why not? With some mud boots.
Some mud boots.
So all the hotel. Oh no, I'm calling it hotel quarantine. With the COVID and stuff going on. How's that sort of impacted your your life in the last year or so?
Oh, hasn't it? I think it's just impacted everyone, but it just depends on how much you let things affect you. I mean, with the whole isolating at home, still managed to get a lot of work done. So I'm actually really looking forward to this year because release wise, people are like, "Oh, Clara, where are you? Where's all your releases?" I'm like, "They're coming. Just sit down. Shut up. They're coming."
I've got some comments here in the chat. Andrew Golden goes, "Please don't wear the leggings on at the rooftop party." Come on, mate. Show some support.
We've got people saying hi. So Tamara, hello, Tamara.
Tamara.
Michaela, Kelly, Kayleen, and Kayleen again, and Brooke. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
So what have you got in the pipeline? Like, what's your view for this year? Like,
it probably might be, maybe bigger than my last year and the year before that. I've just been.
It's got to be bigger than
really
last
hard.
year. I'm
just going to go into weapon mode. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have you got any gigs lined up? Or?
Weapon mode. I love this. Tell us about this weapon mode of yours.
Weapon mode. You just go into a creative sort of whatever you call it, and just go for it. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, wicked.
There's nothing under the belt which is coming up, or
I've got a lot for this year, but I can't say. I think it's more interesting that way. But again, they're coming. Yeah.
That's great. Because it's going to be good to get people out in the town again and stop staring at these computer screens.
Well, hopefully everyone's coming to the rooftop party, Master Chaos, this weekend, and we might even see a special guest do a bit of vocals on the weekend. Who knows? Ooh la la! No.
Ooh la la!
Yeah, Chaos sings as well. So,
like, go on, give us a song, Brittany.
Thanks, Bossy. Good on you.
He doesn't sing.
Yes. Hi, Kylie and Andrew. Only if you dress up in full Rocky Horror Picture Show
Andrew.
attire.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
And anything else to add to that, Damien?
Yes, there will be something, as always.
There's always something. Yeah. Can't not be something.
Definitely.
Tell us what gets you up in the morning. What gets you, drives you through the
What
day?
doesn't get me up in the morning? Actually, no, scrap that.
I love it.
What gets me up in the morning? I don't. Breakfast. Breakfast gets me up in the
Breakfast.
morning.
No, but
Yeah.
so what I'm asking you really is, where's your drive and your passion come from? Like,
I don't know. I guess like I've always sort of been a bit of a go-getter. I mean, like when I was back in England, I was like, I'm always sort of after the next best thing.
mhm.
And just the thought of wasting a day is just no good. And if you're just keeping active, you're going to the gym, you're eating right, you just feel good. As I
Yep.
said, I'm in my 30s. I don't want things to go downhill. I just want to keep going
Mhm.
up. Yeah.
And so, so the big scheme of things, and if you could have your ultimate wish, what does Clara Yates look like in the
Ultimate
future?
wish. I don't really have a wish, just to
Or
keep
your
doing
goal,
what I'm doing.
do you have some sort of dream or point that you're trying to get to, or that you would like to do this, or you want to do weddings for the rest of your life, or you want to?
I mean, I don't mind doing weddings. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good income. I love my day job. Really, really enjoy my day job. I work
Which
from
is
home. I work in
okay.
rapid response, so
Oh wow,
it's
okay.
quite a high-power job. It's very stressful sometimes, but I really
That's
do
why you're a
enjoy it.
go-getter.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes, I like helping people. Before that, I was a dental hygienist, so I'd clean teeth, and
Oh
I've
really?
always
Yeah,
been in
cool.
healthcare. Yeah,
Shout out to Kylie. Kylie in the show notes there. She's does the same
Kylie,
thing. Yes.
hello.
She's a dental nurse. So yes.
So as
Oh,
far as your touring pre-COVID, like where are some of the favorite places you've performed at?
There was a gig that I did when Darren Porter came to town with Ram, so we had
Oh,
I
yeah.
had a bit of a sing-song on stage, which was good. And then a month after that, Halian came into town with her husband Matt, Kelly. Lovely, lovely girl, extremely talented. And I did like a bit of a warm-up set for Halian. It was like an all acoustic show, very sort of
Oh,
close,
fantastic.
very intimate. And the thing is, I only had 3 days to prep. I was like, oh God, oh poo, what do I do? So I said to Kelly's husband Matt, I was like, oh, do you know what? Can you play my songs on piano? And straight away he was like, yep. Sound check done, and that was it. 20 minutes, and then Halian went on, and she's just amazing. You heard her voice. Everyone's heard her voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have Kayleen Scarr, who's she's from the
Australia.
UK.
That's gone the other way.
She was born in Australia. She lives in the UK, and she's had some bad news about her mum, so she's had to do a quick trip home, and she's been stuck going crazy in quarantine, hotel quarantine. I think she's on like day 12 or 13 or something now.
Yeah,
and,
not long yet.
Not long at all.
Just before we break into that, Bossy, would you mind, Clara? You don't have to bring it up, but the track "Why" and how hard was that to do in respect to your tribute to your mother?
Yeah. I mean, it was a very, very hard song to write and to also sing as well. And I always say to myself, when you're writing songs, make them meaningful, so other people could connect with them, because people are going through the same thing. So I had the a cappella ready and sent that off to Giuseppe, and he just said, "Well, I just like it. I'll take it straight away." And oh, good God, good grief! Sorry, I don't know what those boys are doing back there, but the main aim was I wanted Giuseppe to sort of turn it into something which was sort of upbeat and I felt at peace and at home with. So I felt very rewarded, sort of, giving that back to her, and and to anyone else who's ever lost a loved one,
That's great. So, you've got a great heart, and it's in the right spot, and you're doing amazing things with it. You're sharing it.
Thank you.
No, our heart goes out to you, and thank you for being on the show. If you could please stay on, We'll get
will.
DJ Scar
Yeah.
would be happy to have you, and we'll get DJ Scar here. What do you reckon,
Let's
boss?
do it.
All right,
Let's do
sounds
it.
good.
Welcome, DJ Scar.
Hey. Hey.
How we going, Kayleen?
I'm doing good. Look, I got makeup, did my hair for you guys.
Hey, you shaved apparently.
Your tent's looking good in the background there, and so Kayleen's been going crazy. She's built tents. She's she can't even open a window to get some air.
Yeah. So whereabouts in Sydney are you? Are you right in the hub of it?
I'm
Where are you?
at the hotspot. I'm the Sofitel Wentworth, where the big outbreak now is. So that's us. Hi.
Did you say now is?
Now,
outbreak?
yeah, there's 3 COVID patients apparently. So
I'm flying there on Monday.
right, we're all in the hotel.
I'll come see you. My goodness, are you
Up
serious?
the
I thought
window.
you'd be- Oh no! Wow.
So, Kayleen, you're known as the outgoing, friendly Australian-born DJ.
I've heard worse.
You've had worse. You've performed all around the world with your hardcore music. Just to name a few, you've been performed at the UK, Australia, USA, Japan, Canada, Russia, Greece, Belgium, Sweden, Spain. Like, that's a pretty big rap sheet.
You've been getting around. Haven't you?
Yeah.
Aussie, oi. Yeah, well done.
Good. So you've done a little mercy trip back to your hometown, and you've been put in this hotel for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good for us because it's given you time to actually come on and say hi to us, and So we just want to. So growing up, like you're born in Australia. When did you move to the UK?
I'm Penrith, born and bred, so out to the western suburbs. But I grew up and went out there. I think when I was 25, I started backpacking and traveling. And I went to England for a weekend, catch up with some mates. And 10 years later, I was still there. And so be it. Now back there again.
It's funny how we've got the UK to Australia, and we've got the opposite on the other side. So, so you do a lot of radio over in the UK, and a lot of charity work. I hear. And tell us about that.
I've got my own label, Scar Digital, but I also throw a lot of charity events at the moment. The latest one since I moved back to London, it's called London Sounds, which is a multi-genre event. Last year, just before the whole pandemic hit, we did one for the Australian bushfires, for wires. I did a lot of homeless charity events as well. And then back in Sydney, I throw a party called For Love of Music. We've done events for Beyond Blue and homeless people as well. So, yay. I like helping people.
That's awesome. And with the COVID, how does that change the way you've interacted with your social media and stuff? Because you've had it pretty hard.
Yeah,
Compared to Australia, you've been in some pretty serious lockdowns, so it's.
Yeah, so this time last year, I was a 3-day weekend bender called Bangface, and that's when sort of the band, like the whole lockdown just sort of kicked off. So literally straight away, events were cancelled or gigs. I had a few events all lined up like every month for London Sounds, had to cancel all that. Had a couple of tours to America and stuff, had to cancel. It was absolutely insane. So yeah, a year later, we're still sort of hanging in tight. But yeah, it's completely changed now. It's gone straight into the social media, which I'm actually loving because everyone's like either streaming on Facebook or Twitch, but it's giving everyone like a new form to interact. I'm catching up and listening to all my American mates play, or my Aussie mates DJ and stuff. So I'm actually loving that side of things. Yeah,
like it's definitely got a lot more artists out there like that you wouldn't have normally got to see. So
definitely, it's given the way I see it, I think it's given everyone a bit more of an equal platform. So I've noticed so much new talent and artists have come through. I've signed artists over this past year where I've just been hearing new production, DJs. I'm just like, wow, you're amazing. Like, come to the label type thing. And if it wasn't probably for COVID and this pandemic, I probably wouldn't even have heard some of them. So it's really given like some really good exposure for people to network and to get your sound out. It's great.
It's really good to hear, good stories from COVID because they're all the bad ones. So I'm coming to join a bad one in about 4 days. But
I'm not that bad, honestly. Welcome to Sydney.
So I noticed on Twitch that the range of music and talent that you can see is quite extensive. So I'm learning new songs that I never thought I would listen to, or just DJs play for 49 hours to try and beat the 30-hour mark, and they're crazy. Have you witnessed any of that sort of riff-raff?
Oh yeah.
They're only playing your style of music, so
yeah, that's a lot. I'm proud to be one of them. But yeah, no. There's been a lot of like rave trains and charity events. I think this weekend there's a charity event that obviously I couldn't play on that, but some of the guys my label are playing on. And that's like a 48-hour rave, basically online charity event. There's lots of things like that.
So please tell us tell us more about your label and how it got started and who's on it. Give the guys a bit of a plug.
So yeah, Sky Digital, been running it about 6 years now, and I try and focus on more up and coming artists. So it gives people a platform to expose their music and their sounds, and just sort of help them, guide them into the scene, and a lot of positivity, and give them feedback on the tracks and get them out. So yeah, we've got a couple of artists from around the world. We've got a few Aussies on there, Asylum and Cat's Eyes from Sydney. So.
Oh yes, yeah, cool. It's all happening in Sydney. Fantastic. We've got Scott Lincoln. He said, "Sick tent, mate." So you want to just give us a bit of a demo? What's going on in a little the little exercise bike of what you've done over there with your hotel quarantine?
So yeah, today is day 10 stuck in a room. So yeah, it's been quite interesting. First, I hired a bike. So I'll do lots of exercise, get some energy out. Yeah, next thing I've started cooking pizza with an iron and doing random stuff like that. So I started doing quarantine cooking lessons. I built a couple of tents. I'm getting really good at the tent thing.
That's great. I saw your first go at the tent, and it probably wouldn't have lasted, but this one's really good.
Yeah, I've actually moved the bed base on its side. I've tied it to the I've even learned a new skill today just for you guys. Like every day I'm trying to do something new.
What's the skill?
I'll show you. I've been making battle animals. So this is a monkey.
Wow.
It looks like a sloth, but I like sloth. That's cool.
It's scary. I'll have to undo him before I go to bed because that might scare me. I wake up in the middle of the night.
Look, it's Bossy.
Is that like one towel, or is that multiple towels?
That is quite clever.
That's one towel and a washer. And two.
super impressed. Clara, you were going to say something?
I'm just in awe. Wow.
I obviously have too much time on my hands. I need to get out more.
How do you
Don't
think you'd go,
forget
Clara?
Pardon?
How do you think you'd go being in lockdown for 2 weeks with no one?
Probably do the same. I'll probably make sock rabbits, and then I'll come out of isolation and I'll just forget to human. I'm like, I don't even know how to human anymore. I don't know.
It's pretty hard. So June last year, there was 2 weeks you just got out of lockdown.
Yeah,
You want to tell us what you got up to in those 2 weeks?
a lot.
More
Over summer,
more detail.
yeah, over summer the UK did actually sort of ease up a little bit. So I got to play an event in London, DNA, and the first one was sort of like you could stand up and you could dance, but we all had to be in a certain amount of people in a certain square. So it was like people were just raiding those like little pig pans, and it was quite weird DJing, but at least I got to dance. And then a couple of weeks later, I played there again, and by that point you weren't allowed to dance, you had to sit down, and that was so hard because you're DJing and you're like, do they like
Sitting
the
down
tune?
in the hardcore club. Yeah.
Like hardcore, you need to dance. So I'm playing a bit of Gabba, I'm playing happy hardcore anthems, cheese, drum and bass, bit of thing lives like that. And you see one person with a glow stick in their hand, I'm like, yep, they like it. But it was just really weird because you can't get up and dance. But no more.
So your partner's pretty big name too, Mark Smith. I don't know who's bigger out of the two of yous. You answered.
What
was that?
Don't make her repeat it.
Yeah.
There's kids watching. No.
It's we're not the uncensored version yet, are we?
So how do you go both being like big DJs yourselves? Do you get any family time or like what's the go there?
Well, we've known each other about 15 years, and we hooked up the weekends. The lockdown happened, so we've actually not had a normal relationship in the normal world yet.
Paul just said Mark Smith, Scotland's #1 for sure.
Oh, shout out to him! Yeah.
Oh my! We've done a couple of streams together where we've played. Obviously, we've done the same genre, but we play different stuff. I like my cheesy vocals and massive like trance anthems and all those type of stuff, where Mark likes his more darker, harder stuff. But somehow we work when we do play back to back. It's been fun. So
what do you like? You're hardcore? Do you like your hardcore, your hard style? Like, what is your jam? What's your genre?
I love everything. If I can dance to it, I love it. I love my cheesy vocals, and I love my freeform. I love my Gabba. French stuff.
Are you a dancer, Clara?
Just bop, like I don't know, just whatever I'm feeling. Not a statue,
Not a statue.
I'll have a bit of a boogie. I'll whip out some moves. Yeah,
statue
why not?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think we could.
That was good. Did you see, Kayleen? That was excellent. Just go again. She was doing some grease moves.
So I'm on passion pop tonight.
Passion pop. Oh, yeah.
So how did you get that into the hotel room?
Pardon?
How did you get that into the hotel room?
Making friends as a security guard.
How many of those are you allowed a day?
So we're only allowed 1 bottle a day. They're really strict, but somehow I've managed to get 2 in today. So that's good.
Oh, it's your lucky night. So what did you give the security? Hey, any stalkers or what's going on? Can you see anything from your window out there? Have you got some funny stories to share?
I do have a bit of a peeping Tom.
No. Yeah, okay. It's the uncensored after hours. So tell us more about that.
But yeah, no, one of the boys, our hotel is a U shape. So I let a friend pop in and drop up some coffee, and me being me sort of mooned her, and as you do.
I should do.
Looked up, there's a guy at the window sitting there laughing, going, I got out the window. He's just sitting there now. I'm like, okay, so I've kept my curtains closed most of today.
That's why you're hiding out in a tent now instead of a hotel.
Oh, exactly.
So what's in the future for you? Like, have you got any big plans? Obviously, you're going to be in Australia for a bit. When you get
Yeah,
back.
it's really weird because I did have a couple gigs coming up with the whole England slowly opening up again. So obviously, I found out about 2 weeks ago I needed to get home. So jumped on the first plane and come back. So unfortunately, I've had to cancel a couple of those gigs. But
they'll always be there. They'll always be there.
Yeah, no, everyone's been really supportive and really understanding the hardcore scene. Absolutely love them. Like, we're just one big family, really. But I've got
So what are you playing there?
that I'm still going to try and do, obviously, depending what's happening at home. But that's life. I'm still running the label. We do fortnightly releases with the label, so we're still like pushing that on. We've got an album in the mix at the moment, so I've just got to finish that, get that out.
And what's the album? What sort of album is it? It's various.
It's a charity album as well. It's called Chasing Rainbows, and it's going to be a charity album for mental health and focusing on the NHS back in the UK. So I've got a various.
Oh, awesome.
So it's 2 minutes, got a guest artist on that, and lots of like producers from around the world have submitted tracks. So just got to mix it now.
Oh, cool, very cool. And I'd like to ask both of you, what are your favorite? Who's your favorite fanboys or fangirls? Like, what are your favorite artists? Clara, we'll go with you.
Oh gosh, I really like John O'Callaghan and Giuseppe. Yes, and Fairy Tale as well. And I just love them. I just love them all. I can't. It's not fair to pick just one because they've all got their unique sounds here. You know.
So John O'Callaghan, Giuseppe, and who else? Top 5.
Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale. I'd say Darren Porter. I'm just like, I just put me on the spot here. Marcus Schultz is really amazing as well. Love his sound.
Right.
Very much.
Yep.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite genre and what year?
Mine?
If you had to be stuck in 1 year with one genre, what would it be?
Maybe 2001.
Trance.
Probably Trance, when that it was all coming out. Castles in the Sky, Airscape as well.
Wow.
Airscape doesn't get played a lot. La Speranza was a favorite track of mine. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Kayleen,
do you have?
Hi. Favorite artists? Oh, so many. For the happy hardcore, it's going to be like Darren Styles, Hixie, Technicore, Liberty. But then I do listen to a lot of not hardcore. Like, I love Birds of Tokyo and Rufus and those type of things.
I saw Birds of Tokyo live last year. They were great.
I saw them in London when I first got there, and I was just like, oh my god.
Great.
So, what music do you listen to when you're chilling out? Is there anything? Because I don't listen to hard trance all day long. Just FYI, people out there.
I listen to like a little ska punk, like Real Big Fish, The Living Ends. I'm still sort of stuck in the 90s there.
So what's been playing in hotel quarantine?
It's really weird. Like, obviously a lot of Twitch. Just been browsing.
Cool.
Playing a lot of friends, but just in the background, been playing like some of the just Kiss FM and stuff, which usually I don't listen to the cheese, but for some reason I've just been wanting a bit of a different. It's like, what's going on? It's like lockdown's doing my head in. Going loopy, I'm listening to the radio.
Have you been producing in the hotel still, or have you just been like bowling and stuff?
I'll have to show you my bowling skills. I actually bought a laptop the day before coming out here and got Big Wig and everything on there and all set up. But obviously, there's since I got in, I've just really just to chill. I work 2 jobs at home. Rapid response nurse, go rapid responses.
Woohoo.
You're rapid, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm a nurse as well, but so I worked 2 jobs plus just so much was going on with music, and I usually live like 1,000 miles per hour. So I got back and just actually spent some time chilling out, self-care. Obviously, there's lots of stuff going home, family, and just enjoying that. I've done a couple of label-y bits and bobs, but yeah, I'll get there. The new laptop still sit on the side.
How many days you got left? 4?
4. The countdown.
4 days. Wow. It's going to be a long 4 days. Actually,
We've
Rich.
We've got in their show notes. Love the iron cooking, Kay. They love the iron cooking. They loved it. The pizza. And Kylie said, hello, kitty. Clara, who's your little friend there? That's your little man, is it?
Yeah, it's one of the mans. I've got 2. I've got 2 mans.
Oh, look at you
2
go.
boys. Yes. Oh.
But what's that one's name? What are their names?
Rodney, Del Boy and Rodney.
Del Boy.
Not after DJs like everybody.
new
Yeah,
boys,
from
are they?
Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, because they're brothers. Yeah, very cute.
Oh, cute. That is cute. How old? This is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I think a month. Just over a month. Yeah, I picked him up yesterday from the shelter because I adopted
Did
them.
you?
You see, so I always say if you're going to get animals, don't go to a puppy farm or a cat farm. Adopt, because there's just a lot of animals that
Isn't
need a good home. Yeah. And
Do you know
it's
how
quite
many-
surprising, how full these places are, and
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, over COVID, everybody was getting bloody all the pets
that's
and stuff.
horrible. Yeah,
Well, which is
they're not
good
toys. They're not toys, people. They're animals.
Because once life goes back to normal,
It's a long
then
time.
yeah, they are a long time.
Yeah.
I've had like 2 pets in 23 years, I think so, and I've still got one.
Yeah.
So a long.
Scott's like, you guys have only fools and horses. Well, of course we do. We're British. We're English. We love only fools and horses. Yeah. And the Vicar of Dibley as well. We like a bit of that.
So we had Clara was come on before, and she was giving us all the bollocks talk and all the other
What did you said something about you came on the show to do something with your hair, or you did your hair and you were coming on?
Oh, because I'm going out for a dinner, and I said I don't want to be looking like the dog's dinner. I want to be looking like the bug's dollocks, but I mean it's the dog's bollocks.
The dog's bollocks.
Got all tongue twisted. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's great. I just love sayings from different countries. That's
Oh, it's fantastic.
Kayleen loves telling Aussie sayings over in the UK, and they find it just as hilarious. So
Most of the time they don't even know what I'm talking about. So
Okay.
Have you got a favorite saying? Have you got a favorite English saying? Kayleen? You've got to.
My partner, he's obviously from Glasgow. So we've always got weird sayings, and I've got no idea what he's saying half the time. He's got no idea what I'm saying. But I was telling you the other night, it was like one of our conversations. I was like, "Yeah, you want a root tonight?" And he's like, "What?" And he's just like, "What?" I'm just like, like, a root. And so I had to explain what in a great way.
Had to
obviously,
explain what a root was.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
so,
Root.
God. If you don't know what it is, a root is actually a shag. So,
He's like, okay, yeah.
and he calls it something completely different. So I have no idea what he's saying half the time.
Bridget's online and she said, love it. She goes, I'm half Scottish.
A bit of wee half Scottish. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
I'm actually half Dutch, but that's a
Double
different
Dutch,
story.
you are, not Dutch.
I'm half Scottish. Okay, and Bridget loves your tent. Kayleen, she's done a great job.
Kayleen, can you your
Amazing.
camera's frozen a little bit, but we'd love to see your bowling little efforts, what you got in the hotel there.
Oh yeah, it's
Let's
because
go,
I'm on
let's
the
go there.
hotel free Wi-Fi. Because I'm a bit.
Right. Don't spill that drink, will you?
No, not the passion part.
You
Right. So
can't get any more where you're coming from.
I'll have to wait till tomorrow. But yeah, so in hotel, I have definitely built up some new skills, and one of them is hotel ISO bowling. So yeah, I'll show you my new skills. Yay!
So what have you got for the bowling? Like, what's the bowl?
Hang on, I'll put you this. So I'm up on the floor. So yeah, welcome to my hotel room. So we've got
Clara, you're going to do something like this next, okay? So it's over to you after this.
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're doing some free water bottles.
She's
Thank
a-
you, hotel. And the bowling ball is a bath bomb. Ta-da!
A buff.
Not going crazy at all.
No, I really need to get out more. But yeah, check out my new skills. Ta-da!
Froze.
No, they all stayed up. That's how bad she was. No.
Hi. Well, there's still water in this.
Did that freeze for you guys? I didn't actually get to
It
see
did.
what fell down. Did you get them all down?
No, but we won't go there.
Now, Clara, you're not going to bowl the cat down the hallway or anything like that for us, are you?
Will he follow me? I don't know. He just keeps coming up on my chair. He just won't leave me alone. He's like flies round shit.
So, what's your favourite Guns N' Roses song, Clara?
Oh, it's got to be Sweet Child of Mine. So I covered one of those ones as well because we did Sweet Child of Mine first. And then Giuseppe was like, oh, do you need anyone to do drums? I was like, yeah, actually, we're doing Zombies. So do you want a drum? He was like, yeah, cool. And that was it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
just
Yeah,
cash.
right.
Just so cash.
And you said you had some other Cranberry covers you wanted to do. Is that
Yeah, we've got Dreams in the works as well. I know that Giuseppe's quite busy at the moment, but we were going to do it with me, Giuseppe, Nash, and Rena Lee. So Rena Lee is a female Japanese trance producer. She's really, really good, as really coming up in the trance scene, and she plays bass guitar. So I thought it was a really good opportunity to showcase all these trance artists' actual musical talents that you play actual musical instruments. And I was like, well, why not? Let's just all showcase and just have a laugh. And
it definitely sounds like something you should get out and do live. Like,
yeah,
it would definitely sell tickets. That's for sure.
Yeah. Noted.
Noted.
I'm trying to get something out of it, but it's not.
Nice, baby Lee. How are you? That's Extreme.
Oh yes, Extreme. Hey, babe. Hey.
Home girl. We would love to have you on the show before your set and your gig for your trip event. We'll get you back on board. She's amazing. She is.
She's so good. I saw her play.
Yeah,
we did Muses a couple of years ago. So it was me, Pinku, Marie Healy, Extreme, and oh my God, what a night that was in Sydney! And she just absolutely
slayed it.
Floored it.
Good, huh?
Slayed it. Yeah.
You have both worked with Jamie Lee.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I've got a kitty in my hand. Yeah.
Love Extreme. You're loving it. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Listen, it's been a great show. There's a couple of announcements that I'm going to give away to the double passes for the rooftop party this weekend. Sarah Rugrats, if you're out there and listening, you won a double pass for Saturday, 2 p.m. to 10, the rooftop party, pharmacy, and also Louis, mate, if you've got the double pass as well, with a Master Chaos limited edition goat hoodie. So hope to see you guys there. I will send you something in an email or in your inbox. So listen, it's been fabulous to have you girls on the show, including the little one. Thanks, Clara.
Oh, that's okay.
You got your little kitty cat there too.
I feel left out, so I've got Dickhead. My little laugh.
Well, why don't you bring Kenny Koala up? Like, just make out like.
Oh, this is Jimbo.
Oh, how cute! Oh, animals everywhere.
Oh.
I'm actually looking forward when I'm going home to my parents to actually see my cat, my Tonkinese. So yeah, I'll get cat.
Those are noisy cats. They're very chatty, aren't they, Tonkinese?
Yeah, and she's one of those cats that she's absolutely really beautiful and she knows it, so she's a bit of a snob.
Oh, bit of a snob. Oh, bit of a
Yeah.
diva.
Yeah.
Bit of a diva.
And I do have a Burmese back in the UK, and he's a little adopted one. He's a bit special. There's issues.
Oh,
Boy.
Kayleen, I wish you all the best, and your mum as well when you get to see her. It's very sad news, and yes, I wish you all the best for that. And yeah, stay strong with that one.
stay strong,
Yep.
girl. You got this.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
You got this.
support around you and
Clara,
nice go out
it's
to you.
been great to finally meet you, and
Lovely to meet all of you and you as well. Lovely. It's been just
look
What a
forward to
great
seeing what you put out there.
So am I. Yeah.
Listen, thanks very much, guys. Yes, for coming on the show. It's our pleasure, not yours. And yeah, we'll hope to see you again soon. And all the best for 2021.
Thanks. And
And to you too.
All right, cool. That little one is so like in your
He's
arms.
so chill. He's so chill.
Hey,
Love
don't
he's in
favor.
heaven.
Don't favor. This is where all kids go wrong. They get favored. There's always one brother that's like, oh, he's the favorite.
I know where is the other one? You said you got two.
I don't know where he is. Would you like me to grab him? I don't know.
Oh, okay. He could just run his own little. He's probably walking across the road, getting run
Probably-
over.
Oh,
And
I think he's in the kiddie toilet. He's in the kiddie toilet. I got a rotating toilet over there, and it sort of rotates.
oh
So
my
I think
God.
he's in there.
That round
Yeah.
thing?
Rotating toilet.
Yes,
That's
it
pretty
just
cool.
scoops out the poop, so you don't have to do it. You just empty out
Oh
the
my
back compartment.
God.
I
Technology.
Those.
We'll
That
put that
almost
in the
makes
show
me wanna
notes for everyone that wants to buy one.
Yeah, Petri by Petri. Yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't cheap, but it's worth it. It's worth it. She's laughing at me. She goes, "Oh, what a crazy cat lady." That's right, I am.
She's actually
So
got
crazy.
23 behind there. She's only showing 2.
Those are all locked in the bathroom.
Oh.
It's been great, girls. Thank you.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having
we'll speak to you soon.
See you later.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That was great.
Another good night, mate. Yes, episode number 2, the MK and BOSSE show. Yeah, we have the pharmacy rooftop open to close with myself, your host, Master Chaos. We have BOSSE playing some melodic techno down there, maybe, boy.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see how that goes, eh?
Yeah, no, you'll be down there. He's gonna have a little spin with me through doing the AUS melodic techno styles. So yes, shout out to you, Bridget. Yes, get on board. Thank you very much for all your efforts and stuff, and all the AUS crew, Kelly and bloody Deza, everybody that's on board and helping us out, and that's made us get to where we are. So we're looking forward to a very good episode for it. Number 3. Chaos is going to the tour continues. I'll be going to Sydney. Fucking hope I don't get locked down there. I'm gonna live there for probably 3 months. Shout out to Nick Fish. We're gonna catch up and talk shop and talk bloody birthday party. So we're gonna do a live stream with his 50th, I think. So stay tuned for that. There'll be more details, and he's gonna come on the show again and do some interviews with some cool cat German producers that we've got lined up. So AUS, it's going pretty well this year, mate.
Yeah, no, it's going great. Yeah, 2 shows in. Feels like we've been back all year. So
Yes, definitely. Listen, everybody get down there. If you last tickets, it's pretty much sold out. So limited capacity at this time. I've got my bloody limited edition Mastercast 2021 hoodies there. If you want any, you can pick them up from Inflation on the day. So check it out. Hope to see you all there. I think it's a good, gorgeous day. It's 26 degrees or something like that. Sunshine. So I'll be playing all your favorite tunes from fucking yay to fucking yay. So be there. BOSSE and I will be there. We'll be doing some Australian underground sound stuff. And yeah, come and have a drink with me. It'd be much appreciated. Over and out, boss.
All right, thank you. Thanks for watching.
Shout out to you, Brooke. And yeah, we'll see you all next week, guys.
See you later.